Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun, and today I'm here to talk about this news that just came out. I'm talking, it just came out. I'm just sitting there, playing a game, then looking off, and I look back down, and I see this huge freaking news. Ahsoka Tano. Yes, if you know Star Wars, and especially if you've been following Clone Wars, and Rebels and Clone Wars, the animated series by Dave Filoni, and with help from George Lucas, then you know Ahsoka Tano is a major character. She's the apprentice of Anakin Skywalker, who's one of the first people to leave. Well, not one of the first people, but she left the Jedi Order because she didn't agree with the way they ran things at the Jedi Order, and she became a gray Jedi. But people really dispute that all the time, especially in recent years. But Ahsoka Tano is a very well-known character. She's probably the biggest character to come out of that. Ahsoka Tano is to Clone Wars with X-23 and Harley Quinn are to X-Men Evolution into Batman the animated series. She's a very popular character that came out of a different which Clone Wars is canon. So she's a very popular character that came out of that, and she's a new popular character that came out of that. It's so influential that, she's thought of as, she's up there. When you see people's top 10 Jedis list, Ahsoka Tano, she shows up on there a lot because she's a very fun, interesting character. She's kind of got Anakin's stubbornness, but, she doesn't get carried away in the dark side like Anakin does eventually. And recently, just like I said, just now, they said that not only is the reports that she's gonna appear in Mandalorian, they got a casting. Rosario Dawson. Now, she has been kind of fan casting for Ahsoka for a very long time. If you don't know who Rosario Dawson is, Night Nurse from the Daredevil franchise. Night Nurse from the Netflix franchise. She showed up in Luke Cage, showed up in Jessica Jones. She's all over the place. She was in all those shows. Not to mention, she's in a show right now currently on USA Network. I think it's called Blunderbotch, but I can't remember. I think it's called Blunderbotch. But, she's playing a cop, and I might watch the show and review it. I don't know. I have been debating about it. I really don't want to watch it, so I'm just going to wait and see. But anywho. So yeah, Rosario Dawson is a great actress. She's been in a billion things, man. She's been in a bunch of different shows. She's been in a lot of different things. She's been in Spartacus. She's been in a lot of stuff. So you've seen Rosario Dawson. And when you look at images of her and you think about Ahsoka, you go, okay, I can see it. Her as an older Ahsoka. You gotta think, this is an Ahsoka, and if I never watched Rebels, but from what I've heard from people, so you guys can comment below and let me know, Ahsoka, fought Darth Vader and disappeared. She didn't beat Darth Vader, but the temple collapsed and people thought she died. I can't remember exactly what happened, but if I recall, people thought she was dead. That's the thing I remembered about Ahsoka, is people thought she was dead. And I'm guessing she wasn't dead if she's going to show up in this, because this takes place after Return of the Jedi. So I don't know. And she's way out here on the Outer Rims, doing shit with the Mandalorian. I'm so curious about this. I did not see this coming. Now, there had been rumors about the Mandalorian Season 2 having appearances from major canon characters, but the thing is, they never really said what major canon character. Some people went off on a limb and said maybe Obi-Wan, and it was he's dead. Some people go on a limb and say maybe Darth Maul, and it's I don't know. Some people the mind was swirling about what characters could appear in this second season. And Ahsoka Tano would be a big one. It'd be a big one. It'd be easy to explain because her death is I said, I don't know. But from what I remember, her death was very shrouded in mystery. It's no one really knows what happened to her. She just kind of disappeared. Last thing you saw was her fighting Darth Vader and holding him off, and then he walks out of the rubble. He walks out of the rubble and she doesn't, so they just assume she's dead, but you don't see her again, so who knows what she is. Rosario Dawson would be the right age to play an older version of Ahsoka years after the fact, too. So, yeah, man, this seems pretty fucking awesome. I think this will be the first time that one of the characters from the Clone Wars has made it a live screen appearance. Well, not a live screen appearance, but has made, a big live screen appearance. I'm talking about one of the newer characters have made a big live stream appearance, because there's a lot of characters in Clone Wars that are pretty fun. There's this bounty hunter that's really fun. There's a couple characters in Clone Wars who God damn it, there's Dooku's apprentice, Huntress. I think what is her name? Is it Huntress? No, Man, I always get her name wrong with the bald head, and she's she's got the pale skin and the bald head. Like, I don't think she has never made an appearance either. I would love to see her make an appearance. That'd be great. I don't know if she died though. So like, I haven't kept up with all my Star Wars. I don't know if she's dead. I know she was like, she had like this weird rivalry thing going on with Obi-Wan, but I don't know if she died. She probably did die, but yeah, like if you got characters like her, like there's a lot of really fun characters that came out of Clone Wars, and I feel like Ahsoka will be the first big new character to make her live screen debut. Now there are some people, John Campia, who really are not gonna look forward to this, and I am laughing really hard because I'm like, oh my goodness, I am glad this news came out before he went live because he would have had an aneurysm. Man, this is so crazy, man. Like I'm actually pretty, like, I was already excited for Mandalorian Season 2, obvs. Like, it's Mandalorian Season 2. Like, I mean, Mandalorian Season 1 was fucking awesome, so I'm thinking Mandalorian Season 2 is gonna be even more awesome. And from what I've heard, Mandalorian Season 1 was just them testing the water. Like, the reason, if you wonder why it is the way it is, kind of sometimes, is because they weren't sure. They were like, we think people are gonna like this, we don't know, we're gonna go out here. And people loved it, so now they're like, oh, thank God, people actually like Mandalorian. All right, now we can get to doing some shit. I mean, there are rumors about fucking James Mangold. If you don't know who James Mangold is, Logan and Ford v Ferrari. James Mangold directing scenes. I've heard scenes. Robert Rodriguez also I've heard directing scenes, which is fucking weird. Like, Robert Rodriguez is just, he's an out there director, man. He's out there. I'm talking about like Desperados, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, shit, well, I got some other ones, the vampire movie with George Clooney in it, goddamn, like, he's out there, Machete, like, that's Robert Rodriguez's style, man, he's an out there kind of guy, you know, so apparently he's gonna be directing a couple scenes. I've heard they're directing scenes, not episodes. It was kind of disappointing because when I heard James Mangold was directing, I was like, oh shit, they got the fucking Logan dude to direct an episode? Well, hell, this fits right in with him. They got the Logan, the fucking, you know, Ford v Ferrari guy to come in and direct an episode. Oh, our Taika's coming back. Dallas, damn it, I always say her name wrong. Dallas Howard Jr.? I always say it. No, Bryce Dallas Howard. Bryce Dallas Howard's coming back. She directed that episode with the episode was basically Seven Samurai. And, you know, you've seen her before. She's in Jurassic World and things like that. She did an amazing job in this episode of Black Mirror. She was great in that. But yeah, like, they've got some returning people, obviously. But like, man, like, this season is looking to be great, man. Ahsoka's gonna shake things up. But what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about Ahsoka Tano making her on-screen debut, played by, you know, Rosario Dawson, who's a great actress, like I said, and she, you know, when I see her, I can see it now. Like, once you say it and you look at the images of her and you think about Ahsoka, you go, okay, all right, I can see it. Thank you guys for joining me on the Comic Game Move Show. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.